Hey, good morning, y'all. Jesus is Lord. The word always worked, but today's a special day because we're getting strife out of our life. Enemies of faith. The number one enemy, the number one tool that the devil has to keep you from receiving is strife. I want to go to Genesis chapter 13. I don't know how he got this, but let me read this out of verse 8. There was a strife between the herdsmen of Abraham and the herdsmen of Lot. You see, they were so blessed that the land was not able to bear them all, and so the herdsmen began to get in strife with one another. And Abraham makes this powerful statement. Abraham said unto Lot, now Lot's his nephew, let there be no strife. I love that. Let there be no strife between me and thee, and between my herdsman and thy herdsman, because we are brethren. Abraham had sense enough to know that the blessings of God, which was on both of them, was going to be cut off if they got in strife. And so he said boldly, let there be no strife. So Frank says, let there be no strife. Now, I pastored for, 50 years, and I let everybody on my staff know there's not going to be any strife around here. You get in strife the first day, and you're out the second day. I will not tolerate it, and I let my children know now, and my friends know now, I'm not going to be in strife with you. So let me read this to you again. Abram said unto Lot, let there be no strife. You see, he made a decision that there was going to be no strife in his family. Now, let me go back to this again. The blessing was so great on them that the land was hardly able to contain them and their blessings or be able to feed all of their flock because they were so blessed. So sometimes you can be so blessed that you hardly realize how blessed you are, and strife will start cutting off that blessing. Now, there's something here that I got years ago. I'm not sure that anybody else has ever seen it. The blessing of God on Abraham was so great that he made this statement. He said, look, we got the whole land before us. I'm reading out of verse 9. Look, the whole land is before us. Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me. And let's see, if thou will, if thou will take the left hand, I'll take the right hand. Or if you want the right hand, I'll take the left hand. I'll take whatever it is. He said, the blessings of God is on both of us, and you take the good part and I'll take the bad part, or if you want the bad part, I'll take the good part. And Lot chose the blessing of the good part, and I like to use this statement. Lot chose the blessing that was supposed to be on Abraham, and he didn't care about what Abraham got. But you see, the blessing of God that was on Abraham, it didn't matter whether the land was good or not because he was going to be blessed in it. But watch, the key here was he said, no strife. You see, you might be on a bad job and it look like there's no way for you to get promoted on that job. But if you're not getting strife because the boss promoted somebody else, then the blessing of God's going to be on you in the worst part. And that person that got promoted, if he's getting in strife, is going to get in trouble anyway. Watch. Abraham kept being blessed. His family was blessed. Everything that he did was blessed. He continued to grow. And Lot leaned towards Sodom and Gomorrah, where the sin was, and he leaned toward that because he thought he was blessed, and he carried the strife with him, and that strife cut off the blessings. He lost his family. He lost his blessings. He lost his children. He lost everything because he was in strife. Watch this. I'm blessed. Very, very blessed. Talking to somebody today that was in that blizzard up north, and it's 56 degrees here in the south. I'm blessed, blessed. Do you get that? I'm blessed, but I can cut off my blessings by being in strife with the news media. I can cut off my blessings by being in strife, with my wife over some stupid, dumb thing, and so she does something I don't particularly like. And because we are both humans, one of us is going to mess up most of the time. It's me, but the thing that I've got to do is let there be no strife, because strife causes me to be out there under the curse. I'm looking outside. Okay, beautiful day here. But I don't want to be out there where the wind's blowing, even though it's a beautiful day. I want to be inside where it's nice and warm. I want to be inside where the blessings are, not where the curse is. And the way to do that is to keep strife completely out of my life. I guard myself against strife every day. I get up in the morning and I go about doing this program and the other things that I do during the day, but I guard myself all day long. That's what God said in Proverbs, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it, your heart, flow the issues of life. So the servant of the Lord, that'd be 1 Peter 2:26, I believe, must not be in strife. I can't afford it. Of all the things I cannot afford, being in strife is one of them. The blessings of God's going to overtake me unless I be in strife. Let's go back to Abraham and Lot, family members. And Abraham said, verse 8, chapter 13 of Genesis, let there be no strife, I pray thee. Let there be no strife, I pray thee, between me and thee, and between my herdsman and thy herdsman, because we are brethren. He said, choose whatever you want, because the blessings of God are going to be on me if I keep strife out of my life. Huge thing. I'm talking about, saints, this is huge. Get rid of it. I'll show you how in a few days. But until I'm with you tomorrow, remember all day, hey, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the word works.